Little quick start in here this morning. Just do what I titled this one Grunt Work, because we're going to need to do um, some of these little housekeeping things. I need to find the plants that have mordite as a second element and gather up some more mordite to plant. I'm also going to have to gather up more fungal mold, and I'm going to have to gather up enough money. Okay, I'm at my base, looks like. Alright, see, I've got 2, 4, 6, 6 of those. And did I put any mordite upstairs? Okay, take it calm and easy. Okay. Yeah, I've got one mordite. It's going to take another 8 minutes to finish growing, so that I can pluck it and plant another one from what I get. So if I could remember if any of these plants on this planet had mordite or not. That one doesn't. I just find the way it works is that when I was looking for plants with coprite in them, all I found was mordite. Now that I'm looking for mordite, I don't find anything. Anything different here that I haven't? Some of them have radon and sulfurine and different things. Or I can just do it the old-fashioned way, run around and kill animals. And I just shot that, didn't. I think this has radon or something like it. No, none of. That's odd. No, that some of these plants had. That one has sulfur in it. But I need. I don't know what that is scooting around that cat, but it's. I hate to gather mordite by killing critters. If I could find it in a plant. Carbon. You have to gather a bunch of carbon. Luckily, this planet has a lot of it. And I'll use the carbon to mix with the iridium that's all over this place and make stuff. Oh, none of these carbon things have anything. That's iron and emerald. Let me go, where was that cave? Let me see if there's anything in this cave that has mordite. And I still need to find more fungal mold in the area. I was going to say what I had gathered There was like 2 or 3 I gathered, but that wasn't here. That was at that building where I'd stopped. I gathered about 3 or so of them. Maybe instead of running around here and foot. Well, that's sad. I don't see a single mold playing around. I don't want to put on. Let's see. What can I scan for? Might as well. I can always use drop pods too. Shelter, that's not what I scanned for. But that may be where okay, it's 350. Oops, gonna hit a big hole. Can I get out over here or not? I can always, well, shoot. I literally, I need the Thamium anyway. It's 10 minutes on foot. I really do not like these planets with these big old huge places like that. They're full of marrow bulb and they're mainly blocking my way to where I want to be. Oh well. Track to that drop pod. But by the time I get there and back to my base, it will have I can harvest my mordite and replant it. Alright, I need some of this. Okay, so it takes, this is the part that eats up all your time is getting your stuff to get your start on your farm. Well, there's an awful thick herd of critters. Maybe I do need to kill more of them. Oops, there's more. So if I get enough of these, I can double the size of my crop of fungal mold and get started, get started on my mini acid farm until I can get those extra 3 glyphs. So let's see here. If I'd shoot them with my gun, I'd get more dite out of them, but if I run over them, I don't. So, how's that fair? Oh, there's no big hole in the ground. Whoa. Well, it's a good thing vehicles ain't really this tough, because we'd have some people, whoa. Some people would just run over everybody and everything. Alright, I got out of there finally. There's a lot of iridium. I better scan and see if I can see any. Still 58 seconds. It's odd that I don't find any fungal mold when I scan with my fungal mold or with my well, it is just not going to let me go around here, so I might as well just go into it. Get a bead on my Okay, this is getting out of hand. And there's no way to get. I hate those lips. They put those lips in there just to trap you in these stupid things. I have picked up 4 fungal mold so far. So when I get back, waves die quick. How much more did I get? 5. How much more do I got? 50. And that'll be enough to plant 2 plants. And that would be okay because those will double by the time I get back to my base. Okay. Whoops. Exosuit's filling out finally. Boy, this makes it easy to get rid of those sentinels. That's a whole lot easier than when you start out. Well, that ain't an accuracy thing. Does anybody remember where we parked? Oh, there's a big thing. I wonder how much more do I need to give me. Okay, so by the time I get back after this planet, alright, now where is my base? What's that away? Okay. So we go back to the base, plant the stuff I found, which will give me a couple more. Still won't have enough to make a single acid, but when I leave and come back, I should be able to harvest and replant so I don't know, 30 minutes to every hour or something. I'm not sure on this. See, this is just here to make you waste more time. Okay. Which way is my base here? Till I fall in the next hole. Okay. Well, like I said, till I fall in the next hole, and the first thing I did was right into another one. So get back to my base, do planting, and maybe harvest another mordite. Oh, it's a tough plant. And then after I get that done, it's about time to shut her down and go to work. Then we'll see the doctor this afternoon. And come home and I'll be ready to do a full episode here. I've been thinking about what to do next, and I think what I'm going to do is, if I get enough acid build up, I've got to do some more glyph hunting, and I've got to really get this acid farm up and running. So, because I've got to have lots of acid to make all these atmospheres harvesters, which is something I was going to get started placing those. I was going to show you. There's a word. Don't really need words right at the moment. I need fungal mold. Alright. We didn't destroy too much stuff on our way this morning. Let's throw down a couple more fungal mold out here until we can once we get it started up to where we can harvest, we can spread it out a little more and to make it easier to get harvested. Alright, that one's grown. So let's see if we can plant one or two, hopefully. Alright, so let's harvest this one. Hopefully that'll be enough to plant another one. Alright, so we got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when those grow, I can plant 4 more, and when those grow, I can plant, there should be 16 places up here, and we'll be ready for as far as Mordite. And then all I've got to do is keep waiting for this to grow, and harvest it and replant it, and 5 minutes for this to grow. So that'll allow me to plant 3 more plants when it pops up there. Oh, I've got plenty of time here yet. Just a second. What was that? Oh, I hit my mouse somewhere. There it is. Okay, like I said, I'm doing this on PC, and it would be so much easier to do on PS4 because there's just so many more bases to visit. People that's got farms and that you can use. Alright, there's a couple more. 3. That's probably 3 I've harvested before. But that's nice that I can get these ever so often and bring them in and plant them inside my base perimeter. That's alright, critters. I've done killed enough to get me a good Mordite start, so I ain't gonna kill nothing else. And I don't have to. Okay, there's another. I found one more. I could plant 2 more fungal mold. Oh, there it is. I think these are the ones I got my base first start on in the beginning. But it takes 12 of these things to make 1 acid, so that's the worst part about fungal mold acid, making liquid explosives and acid and such. I don't know why I started planting these right by the door. It's just that I didn't want to go running around too much. But I can always just come out the door and start harvesting, I guess. And so, how much time's left here? 2.5 minutes. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got and what we need. Okay, we have got a start for acid farm. We've got bulb. I can make some more uh, voltaic cells. And I went over here and I think I've made all the bulb I had here into voltaic cells. Okay, we've got 18 heat capacitors. I think you need 2 of those, and 14 voltaic cells. Let me go ahead and voltaic, 16 voltaic cells. And I need acid. Excuse me. I need acid. Once I've got the acid, we can start by putting atmosphere harvesters out here just outside. I don't guess it matters as far as base complexity because I'm not really planning on building a huge base other than just making acid until I can get. If I was worried about base complexity, well, you may have to put them out. I think you may have to put them outside now that I think about it, because see, I see it won't show you an atmosphere harvester inside your base, but you move out here. I know it does. I wonder why it's not letting me make an atmospheric harvester. There they are. See, I've got, it takes 1 heat capacitor and 2 voltaic cells and 2 acid. So I've got enough heat capacitors to make plenty. I need to at least double my voltaic cells, which means I need a lot of mirror bulb, which means I will be going to back to Zane's planet and using there's places around where there's just mirror bulb all over the open ground, so I'll probably have a nomad there and just run around and maybe knock down some iron if need be, and then once this gets grown and this is ready to harvest, and now I can plant more. Okay, so once, let's see, there's 4, 5, so 10, so So now I've got 13 plants. So when they're grown, I can harvest them, make 1 acid, And then after the second harvest, I can make another acid and plant, or I can just harvest them, which I'll probably do, and plant more of these, and then let's save our game here. I've got, I'll probably go a few 10 minutes or so more, or more. Uh, Just trying to think where I can find. There is marrow bulb in these caves, but not massive amounts of it. I need to go back out to where I was stuck in all them big ditches, and that way I can get lots of marrow bulb. Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I've already been in here and got the marrow bulb. And once we do start building atmosphere harvesters, I was going to show you. Well, let me show you now, because I've done it before on. Why did I jump in there? Let's jump in here. That's about. Ah. They need to make a super large thruster thing where you can just throw him in it and never have to worry about it again, you know. It's like where you only have to wait on it for about, or reload it every 2 or 3 days. Alright, we're going to go to go through the portal here just to show you the points that I'm trying to make here as far as when we start doing atmosphere harvesters, because I can go, let's see, I believe this is Sane's planet. Zane's planet. This is the third planet. You see there it says there's 5 planets in the system. You can't portal to the 5th planet, but if I remember correctly, anyway, you can put atmosphere harvesters out here somewhere, and but there's 5 planets. This is the second planet, I believe. Yeah, 314. But you can put atmosphere harvesters here. There's a 214 planet, and put a set there, and 4, 5, 6. This 5th planet would actually be number 6 on your portal now. But I think the 4th planet is one of them weird planets. And then the 5th, well, the 5th glyph will take you to another planet. So you'll have three atmosphere harvesters at each portal. When you come here to do something, you can farm, just go through a cycle and harvest all those atmosphere harvesters, and then like you can get whatever you need here. Whether you need the emerald, you can harvest emerald, or go to the base, then go to the next one, and let's see here. Shouldn't take much time. Let's go and see what, there might be gold or something else on these other planets, because you need the 5 metals: emerald, iridium, iron, and gold. So I'm going to save this here so that when I go through and don't save it, I think I will be able to go back to that planet rather than go to the planet. Okay, the planet we were at was 314, and let's go to 214, 214, 666. Zane's the devil. I'm just kidding. People freak out over that 666 number. There's another, well, yeah, I was going to say Holler's base has a 666 in it too, so he's the devil too. But just kidding, fellas. Okay, so this will remain in Zane's system, but it's a different planet. And don't try building bases on planets I'm sure most people know that, because if you build a base on a planet in his system, it's going to mess up everything. So don't be claiming bases. What's this? Communication station 3 hours away? Okay, but this got extreme weather, and it looks like it's a toxic planet. So yeah, you can throw out 3 atmosphere harvesters here at the end of the thing. Kind of stop in, harvest them, reload them, take off, go back through the portal, which is this is exactly what I'm going to do when I make my first 9 atmosphere harvesters. And okay, come on thing, just reload, and I'm going to show them this other base and then exit out and go to work before I go see the doctor. Okay, I get a half day off just to go out to Charleston and see the doctor. And then they're going to charge me $20 to refill my pills. Okay, like I said, or I'm sure the number 4 planet is one of them weirdo planets that won't really help you out, so you can go there, but I'm going to go to the 4th planet, which would be the number 5 glyph. 514. 666, 13, 13. Boy, that 13th glyph was the best thing I got so far in this game. Yeah, it lets me get to resources I really need to go. We haven't made a whole lot of progress yet as far as making $1 billion, but once we get our atmosphere harvesters and get those last 3 or 4 formulas, which I really hate to grind, I don't want to do that. I hate that too, because I didn't want to do that either. I wanted to exit back out and go through the portal I just dialed, which was 666, 13, 13. Yeah, you gotta watch what you're aiming at when you're just poking. I was poking buttons trying to get it to skip that where it takes you back to the thing, but it ended up. Okay, and this is the other, I believe the 4th planet in Zane's system, and I think it's see, his home is selenium. I believe this may be cactus, but I believe you get like 3 different gases from each one. Oh, this looks toxic too. Okay. Oh, it's gamma root. It's radioactive. Alright, so yeah, you've got a 3 different systems here, which you plant you some atmosphere harvesters. You're limited to 3 per planet, so just throw them out there when you come here. This like a pretty nice planet. And somebody's explored it, and just look at that scenery there. Okay. So rather than go back and through the portal and save this and use the time to do that, I'm just going to exit out of here. You know, if you're working on atmosphere harvesters, yeah, if you got a place where you like it, would I go back? I'll probably go back to the slow grow and maybe Holler's place here shortly or this evening, and see how many planets are in the system, and then once you're familiar with a system, you can use the other planets for atmosphere. Well, all the planets for atmosphere harvesting if you find the right planets as far. Oh, Zane on his Ultimate Farm has a list of atmospheric planets where to place his. He's got 81 atmosphere harvesters. So what is that? 3 is 9 and it's at 9 different for each gas. Anyway, you get a lot of gas. Okay, have a good day. I'm going to take off and go to work. See you later.